G. Chokkalingam now joins in. Chokka, you have been calling on RCom for quite a while, saying that there would be consolidation in the industry and RCom would benefit. You think this is the start? Small deal right now, 1,500 crores in terms of revenue, but do you think this is the start of consolidation in the telecom space?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, it has become more of oligopolistic in nature. Small players like Sistema Shyam, they can't survive on their own. As I've been saying, the penetration in the mobile telecom also has peaked out. Today, even the rack pickers hold the mobile connections. So, which means that, for weaker players, it is going to be very tough, and more consolidation would happen. And particularly for RCom, this is certainly a positive development. I won't be surprised, if it gets extended even with, to some extent, companies like Jio, because RCom has got a lot of rich infrastructure in terms of telecom tower. So therefore, I consider it a big positive for RCom.
Right. You expect more such deals of RCom? We had Anil Ambani in the AGM saying that they would be looking at a deal with Reliance Jio. Also a three-way merger of Aircel, Sistema Shyam and RCom has been going around. So the first part is done. Maybe another consolidation?
I am not sure whether it can happen with Airtel, because Airtel has got a formidable market share on its own. For them, they need for more, consolidating the balance sheet rather than the consolidating the market share. But I would still remain positive on any possibility of, more deal happening with Reliance Jio. As I said, the existing industry has become almost like a oligopoly, and, the control on the market share is very dominant for the existing players, and all these existing players make a substantial operating profit. So therefore, for new players like Reliance Jio, it makes more sense to tie up with the companies like RCom to save on infrastructure cost, and also get on board right away in the beginning itself some market share, so that they can consolidate. And particularly for RCom, I also see an opportunity in terms of Sistema Shyam, which is a more than $10 billion telecom giant in Russia, considering more stake in this company in the future.
Basically, if the company needs to be delevered or they need to do some capex, you expect them to put in more money?
Certainly. There are two things which I am visualizing for RCom. One, more than Reliance Jio, my conviction is much stronger in terms of the Russian player putting more money, because Russia, the oil outlook is very bad, and so non-oil business like a telecom can help for Sistema in Russia. And second, as I've been saying for last 1 year continuously, that there is definitely a lot of scope for unlocking money from the real estate and the tower business, and also from the global one fiber technology business. So all these things should converge starting with this particular deal. So going forward in the next 6 months, I feel there is a possibility of unlocking money and reducing the debt and strengthening the balance sheet. And that should give another trigger for the stock to move towards a three-digit level.
Right. See, post this deal, SSTL, that's Sistema Shyam, will be holding 10% stake in RCom. They are acquiring 9 million subscribers. They are currently about 110 million subscribers. So which means that addition to subscribers will be about 8%. Do you think it's slightly expensive?
I don't think it is slightly expensive, because considering the fact that almost in the 8 circles they already got airwaves, the Sistema. And also they are committed that they would clear the debt before the merger. So therefore, I don't think it is costly affair.
Right. And post this deal, RCom will be the largest holder of 800 and 850 megahertz spectrum, which is to be used in 4G. You think that's a big asset that they would get for spectrum sharing going ahead?
Certainly, because, the voice mobile is peaking out. So in the future is going to be non-voice. And we have already seen for Bharti Airtel where, the growth in the non-voice revenue is substantial. So the future is going to be only, majorly in this non-voice. So therefore, the strength in the 4G would be a very, very critical for the players to make more money. And that also means more opportunity for RCom, to join the consolidation process, possibly with the Reliance Jio also. So therefore, overall, it's a positive. And also, the Sistema had 57% stake in Shyam Telecom. And now with this merger, they may end up with a 5 to 6% stake in RCom, which is very small for their size. So that also gives you an opportunity for, getting more money through, dilution of a stake by the Indian parent to Sistema in Russia.
Right. You could just explain that bit again. Why would Aircel not come in? Aircel has 84 million subscribers together. All three of them will do about 200 million. You think that it should be a good merger if it actually happens?
Certainly, it will be a good measure. I'm sorry, I wrongly heard it as Airtel. Yes, with Airtel, it is possible. It is possible. I heard it as Airtel. So definitely, Aircel is not that bigger in size as compared to, other players. So it is very much possible, this kind of consolidation and, improving the profitability collectively.
Right. With about 200 million subscribers, they would become the second largest operator. I mean, these three, say if Aircel were to merge. What would you make of that? Will this give them, this be a substantial pricing power going ahead?
Pricing power, I doubt, because the regulators have become very strict. But I see, the market P multiple improving along with the size. And definitely, the bigger size would also, give same proportionate opportunity in the non-voice. So, therefore, I consider, a lot of opportunities.
Right, Chokka, thank you so much for taking out time for us and explaining us this deal. Just a word coming in on RCom, or the first deal, first take coming in.